a huge special thank you to these gentlemen here. Bill's going to get on the microphone. Last week, Brian Parker, Brad Brucker, and myself, we came out here and we walked the woods, kind of got some ideas where trails would start, where trails would end, found some pretty cool landscape features out there, and we created a map from memory, kind of sketched it on a satellite photo, and then we said, here you go. And Bill's like, where the hell is this? And so Bill and Dooley and Craig and a couple other guys got out there in the woods and basically made magic of what we put on a piece of paper. Yeah, they did. And all those trails that you guys experienced, these guys right here. So a huge thank you to them for coming all this way and putting in the long hours. And an unforgettable memory for me is when Bill and I were setting the covered bridge. The water was a little higher at that point, and I hope nobody else had to walk through that to get a rig or anything, but there's ruts going through there, and as you're walking along, all of a sudden you're like, whoop, and the water was right here. And Bill did a little magic dance and didn't go down, and it was a good time, a memory that I will never ever forget, because I thought we were both going to end up on our butts in the mud.
And we almost did. First of all, I gotta be closer? I don't want that.
I don't like that.
Because you're the meat man. So hey, real quick, I just want to thank you guys, because without you, anything that we do isn't possible. So to go, but we're getting ready to take stuff down, but to go back in and look and see all the tiny tire tracks, you guys made that happen. And we really appreciate you. And on behalf of Brian Parker, he was supposed to call me so he could talk to you guys. He's in Pennsylvania. But we really appreciate you guys taking the time, like Andy said, spending your money, taking your time, coming out here to do tiny trucks with us. We really appreciate it, and it makes the things that we do so much more important and precious to us, especially in today's environment, in today's day and age. So thank you to you guys first and foremost. Thank you to Badlands, Kyle and his team. They've been nothing but hospitable to us. They took us out. We actually got in Saturday night, and your mom put in how many miles on the truck?
56 in one day.
56 in one day. We've put, based on my watch, we are right now at 65 foot miles to make those trails for you guys and put on the events that we've put on over the past since Thursday. So hey,
that is absolutely awesome.
That's why we do that, for those smiles and laughs. And then again, thank you on behalf of Recon G6 for coming out. And again, the guys from Axial and Horizon for making all of everything that we do possible with the teeny trucks and the things that they're producing.
Let's give it up for the Recon guys.
Hey, thank you!
So one of our guys, Craig Davis, went home a little bit early, had some family stuff. Eric, where's Eric at? Raise your hand. Where you at?
Front center in California.
Oh, well, he's sitting down now.
Still working.
Still working. So, Mike Dooley, the metal magician, all the bridges out back that you climbed and crawled over, Mike made those. So, hats off to him. He came to us from California. I'm in from Virginia.
Illinois.
You're local here, pretty much a couple miles down the road.
Pritzker let me come out.
Thank you very much, guys. Can I give my awards away? So I got work to do.
Absolutely.
All right. So,
what if I said no?
well, no,
We're gonna do it anyway.
Back to Brad. So, how many new Recon G6 folks are here? Oh, it's good. I love to see that. So, we had a couple of comp guys come up to us earlier, and they're like, "Hey, why are the gates so far apart?" Brings a smile to my face because I love explaining what Recon's all about. In Recon, the gate is never, ever the challenge. It's never the obstacle. You go to a comp event, they're going to be sucked down tight. The gate is your obstacle. Recon's an adventure. So getting to the gate is your obstacle. Gates are easy. How was getting to the gate? Is that where the fun happened? Yeah. Getting through the mud puddle, getting over the roots, getting up the rocks. That's what makes Recon special. So the first thing that we did was UTAC, which is the Ultimate Team Adventure Challenge. Basically, we put an Easter egg hunt and Jeopardy together in a room, and they had a baby. That baby is the Ultimate Team Adventure Challenge. So I want to bring up the 3-man team, backyard 4x4, Nate, Brian, and John. Where you guys at? Come on up here.
Right and center.
There you go. Take it home with you. That was a pain in the ass. It was. So, the way UTAC works is I don't like being up here.
But you're doing a great job.
Super nervous up here. Where are you going? So, what we do is we make these guys, there's usually 4 or 5 corridors. They have to go down through the corridor. At the end of the corridor is something we call the G-spot. The G-spot's typically a cone. It's something bright that they can find. Hidden within 180 degrees of that G-spot is a hide. That hide has a question in it. That hide could be in something, hanging from a tree, on something. In this case, it's in a piece of PVC pipe zip tied to a tree that was knocked over by a 1-to-1 vehicle. Leaned like this with the hide inside of it. They had to take a magnet and string that they were instructed to bring with them once they found it to retrieve the hide to answer the question. Pretty fabulous that they actually found that. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Hope you had a good time.
Congratulations. Enjoy that PVC pipe.
All right, the 4-man plus team, Alabama Active Crawlers, Matt Allen and company. Come on up here, big fella. Bring the whole tribe. So typically, the UTAC is made up of 2, 3, or 4 team members. Sometimes there's an extra 1 or 2, so we call it the 4-man plus team. I caught them about 45 minutes in. They hadn't found their first corridor yet. So when we start the UTAC event, we only talk to the team captain. We don't talk to the entire team. We tell them the rules, what they're supposed to be doing, what they're looking for. So when we find folks out in the field that haven't found their first corridor, and then we start listening, sometimes the captain doesn't always explain what the concept is or what he's doing. So we had to help Matt and his crew out a little bit, but we gave them that first little tidbit and they got through it real good. There you go. This was another one of the hides. Picked it up at the local Walmart, painted it with some of the fancy Indiana mud, put the hide inside of it. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
All right, another group that we gave a little bit of assistance to on one of the hides, 4-man group, Champion Campers. Neil, John, Jeremy, and Rick, come on up.
Hot dogs. He looks a lot cooler on the other side.
So the trophy that the 3-man team took home. Come on, big fella. Wait a minute, you guys were okay. Well, they're the 4-man anyway. They only had 4 names on their sheet, so they got the 4-man. Remember, we're not perfect, but it's my rules. So another one of the guys that I caught looking for the trophy that the 3-man team took home. I hid the daggone thing. Took me 3 or 4 minutes to find it. So, but hey, great work out there, guys. Great teamwork, and we appreciate you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
All right, the next event that Recon put on was the TTC. If I could get Dustin. Dustin, where you at? Dustin was the 0 to 4.2 TTC champ. I think it's the... So, small tire guys, they're like little sharks. They're always looking for a big tire guy to make fun of. There you go, sir. Stand right up here. Whoops. And once he's done taking the picture, stand there. Dustin, please. Chris. Chris, where you at, buddy? 4.3 to 4.75. Dustin had 15 points out of a possible 16. So, all you middle-sized tire guys, you really sometimes think you're cocks of the walk. So we're gonna let Chris take his trophy home. They all think they're special. I'll hold that up. So, Chris came out with 16 points out of a possible 16. Jack, I think that's California, Jack. So this might be kind of fitting. Jack, how old are you, buddy? 15. Our big tire guys, what do we call them?
Training wheels.
Training wheels. So if you're going to run training wheels, what do you need to run training wheels? You need a little bit of a bib. Jack was our 4.8 to 5.4 champion with 16 points. Stop walking. Tassel or something on this. I stopped walking in front of the picture. James. James, you were driving a 1.9 Wraith. Where you at, buddy? So we made the 1.9 Wraith guys pick a class. They could either be the middle tire size guys or they could be in the 1.9 Wraith class. Some of them got a little bit grumpy about that. So James, you are the 1.9 Wraith champion. All right, Colin. All right, so hey, what do we call the capper?
What is a capper?
It's the goat. I couldn't find a goat, so I got a lamb. Just vision that one of the ears is a horn. Colin came out with 15 points. He's gonna take a picture. Stand right up here, please, sir. Yep. You get in the middle, that's fine. I need Paul, who's driving a UMG.
Stay up there.
Oh, Paul's going to bring it with him.
Yeah, Paul's. Oh, that's actually perfect, Paul. Come on up here with that.
Oh, you can see what was behind his back here.
So, sometimes when you walk into the award store, it kind of jumps out and hits you. Paul, hold that rig up high for everybody to see. That's a fancy truck, isn't it? Yeah. It is? Hold it up high. Both hands. Put it up there high. I'm not going to hit you, I swear to God. I'm going to wait for the photo man to get out of the way. So I want you guys to hold it up there. We're not done.
It's heavy, man.
So you're a big buff dude. You can handle it. Now I want you guys to see if you can tell the resemblance here. Did anybody see that, or was it just me? Sometimes I'm a little outside the box. There you go, Paul.
Thank you.
Paul's our UMG with 15 points. All right, so Dustin, Colin, and Paul, you guys can sit down. The other three, please stay there. So, we don't always do this, but what was the tiebreaker for the TTC? Obstacle course, and it was based on time, correct? So since this is Badlands' first time, we're gonna do a grand champion for the TTC. Obstacle course, I used that. All three of these gentlemen had 16 points on their finals card. I used the time to determine the grand champion. So what would be third place for the grand champion at 1 minute 25.6 seconds was James. Number 2 at 49.95 seconds was Jack. So our grand champion is Chris. 16 points with a time of 46.91 seconds. So for all you guys that went driving up in the quarry and up in the bushes, see Chris, he'll give you some blind driving lessons later. But again, so thanks guys, appreciate you. Oh, and Jack and his dad drove here 3,300 miles from California in a 72 Winnebago. That's determination. So hey guys, once again on behalf of Recon G6, we appreciate you coming out. We appreciate the Badlands, Axial, and Horizon. Thank you very much, sir.
Hey, thank you guys. Let's give it up again for the Recon G6 crew.